All right, what is up? Coach Kyle here, and this is a simple, super easy 10-minute follow along video for plyometrics. They are 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. If you've never done this before, if this is your first few times doing it, just do 20 seconds. There will be a beep at 20 seconds and then a beep at 40 seconds. And if you do these and you're getting tired, especially on the one-legged hops, just do 20 seconds. We're starting with simple running in place to warm up. Now, filming this here, I actually did it during a run. I ran on some trails up to a viewpoint, and I'm just doing them up here. You don't have to do this perfect. You can download the video on your YouTube Premium. You can write out the list of exercises. They're linked below, or they're written below in the description of the video. And you can just do it a few times on your own. And then once you kind of get the flow of things, you don't need to do it perfectly. You can wing it and just do this during a run. Do it at some point after a run. Do it as a warm-up before an easy run. Plyometrics have been called a cheat code for running performance. They really help your ground reaction time, how well you leave the ground. So that was the warm-up. Let's get into the meat of the routine with one-legged pogo hops. With all these routines, all these movements, you don't need to go jump as high as you can. The point is quick little hops. You're working on how well your brain and your muscles work together and how well you leave the ground, how well you interact with the ground. And you can see you can play around with it. Sometimes when I do these up here, I use the curb and I jump up and down off the curb. And again, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do the strict routine. Little hops, quick hops. There we go, 40 seconds. Now we have some side-to-side pogo jumps, two-legged. You're basically like jumping rope. You're just doing them side to side now. Nothing crazy. Okay, here's 20 seconds. All right, and that's 40 seconds. We're all done. Okay, next up we're gonna have some one-legged hops. Now these 20 seconds will be plenty. I do it for 40, but my calves are getting tired 20 seconds in. So I really just recommend, especially if you've not done a lot of calf work, just stop at 10, 15, or 20 seconds with these. Okay, and here's your double beep for 20 seconds. Okay, next up we're doing pogo jumps again, but we're twisting a little bit while doing them. So nothing fancy, just doing some twists. Here in just a second, I'll show you one other way just to mix it up. You can do jumping jack movements. You can do crisscross like this. Again, play around with it a little bit. Now one-legged hops on the other leg. Again, 10, 15 seconds will probably be plenty. We don't want your calves to be completely useless for the rest of the day, the rest of the run, or sore tomorrow from these. So keep it at 15 seconds if you're tired after that. No need to push through 40 seconds full of the one-legged hops. Okay, now we're gonna have some squat jumps. But with these, you're gonna jump up and you're gonna land almost harshly. You're gonna land and hold your stance like a stiff landing. You're gonna stick it really well. And almost, as you can see here, not let your heels touch the ground. This, you're working on the jump up, but you're also working on catching yourself really strongly, powerfully, and kind of think of it with intention, with purpose. You're catching yourself at the bottom there. Next up, we have side to side hops, and these are one of probably the only one really where you're really kind of actually going for distance here, not so much for quick, 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 but you're going for distance. We're going to repeat the squat jumps again. And you can see here, sometimes I do it up and down a curb. If I do them at home, I'll do squat jumps up and down my steps leading up to my house, or I'll even do them up and down on and off the retaining wall. Sometimes when I do these at a park, I'll do squat jumps up and down off of a park bench. All right, I'm sorry about what's going to come next, but we're ending it with split squat jumps. These will get your quads burning. So you just split squat, jumping forward and backwards, in and out of that lunge position, as you can see there. Again, 10, 15, 20 seconds will be enough for many people. My quads were starting to feel it 15, 20 seconds in. No need to keep pushing through. You can if you want to, but if you're doing this before or during a run, end every movement not having gone to failure or momentary failure where you couldn't do another rep because you got to go run or you have to finish your run. But if you're doing these after a run, feel free to do a little more reps, go a little further, and get a little burn going. So that's it. Nice job. Awesome. Do this 2, maybe 3 times a week, and you will be a better, faster runner.